Hello guys, anime is about to start. So this is a mic test. One, two, three. Okay, hello guys. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon. Think I'm Joe. Nice to see you guys again here. I think last week we have some great progress, and I think we just send you our material in a group beforehand, so maybe you could turn on those file and then go with us so that you can have more clear picture about what's going on and what to expect today. So yeah, more and more people should join pretty soon. So okay, good. So yeah. So today we'll first talk about like again the HAG introduction in case that you are the first time to be here, and then we will like elaborate more about our recent community upgrade related to Discord and Telegram, and then we'll talk more about OG progress and also the results, and also we would like to discuss with you about the future of the community and maybe the second page of OG. So I think, yeah, today we got lots of material, lots of information going on, and I think we will love your voices. And then we have collected some like questions, good, great questions, and we have prepared our answer. So yeah, I think today we got lots to do today. So before like when more people are joining, I think I would like to first introduce about HAG. So HAG, we are the world very first secure token that focus on Bitcoin mining and plan to give the monthly dividends as a distribution on a monthly basis. And we have three major advantages or highlights, you would say. The first is about 100% compliance. The second is about transparent and timely revenue distribution. Last on my list is about perpetual hash rate. So first, let's talk about 100% compliance. I think this is especially important because compliance kind of trust building kind of mechanisms for investors to believe what we do and to differentiate ourselves from others such as like NFT kind of like mining kind of products. So HAGSTO, we are based on US Regulation D slash Regulation S hybrid offering. So that means that if you US private investors or you are an investor all around the world, you could pass the KYC on INX, you are good to go. You could just invest HAG without barrier. And security token security, so that also means that buying HAG is just like buying the stocks in the US markets. So there's a big difference, and it's very important like, to concern with um, with kind of three, you want to invest in what three there's compliance for you guys to get away for this. This is our first 100% compliance. This is extremely important for parent and timely revenue distribution. So we'll distribute 70% of net yield from Bitcoin mining using a smart contract directly to HHG holders wallet. So that means that uh, and it will be transparent. Everything is on chain. It, like verifiable. So this kind of transparency in the revenue distribution is especially important as well, and this could make us be different from the US companies, the US mining companies, because usually, those US Bitcoin mining company is based on quarterly basis, and plus their distribution is based on the EPS. So that means that if the EPS is not good, Of course, EPS might be good because they can use some like distribution strategy. EPS not be good to not distribute the dividends. HAG, we're not that kind of case because we might say we just distribute what we have, what we mine. So everything is more transparent compared to the Bitcoin mining. Things is about scandal hash rate. So the remaining 30% of net yield will come for to maintain the hash power. So that means that you don't have to face any obstacles about like hash rate depreciation or hash rate decay. We have to take all this to help you upgrade and replenish the hashing power behind your HAG. Because one HAG is packed to 1 per second. In this way, I think you don't need to face this kind of difficulty. And I think this is especially important for everyone. So yeah, this is some like basic introduction about HAG. So based on our schedule, I think next part I would like to talk more about like some community upgrades. And before I jump into this part, I think sorry, thank you so much for everyone to share your opinions, especially on like I think what is the best design for a community to communicate with each other. And I think we do listen, and I think we respect your voices. That's why I think we have this kind of community upgrade on the Telegram and the Discord. So let's first talk about Telegram upgrade. So there are basically 4 zones on Telegram, HHG's Telegrams. First is general. So this zone is your like our ordinary talk, our chat in English. And the second zone is in Japanese. This is for community members who like to communicate in Japanese. And also we got the Chinese zone and also the MA zone. And for MA zone, you could raise any question related to MA or the topics you are interested in for MA for me to talk more about MA in the MA. So I think take especially notice in the MA zone because this is a good way for you to ask the questions beforehand or raise some like industry kind of questions you might have. And we would like to share our viewpoints and our insights in different industry. So yeah, this is the 4 zones on the Telegram. Next part is about Discord. So sorry. So Discord we got 3 major area. First is verifications. Second area is official updates, and third area is the chat. So first, let's talk about the verification. So if this is your first time to join HAG's Discord community, you need to go to the verification zone and then verify yourself to verify that you are not the robot, you are not a bot. Because this is especially important, we don't like to have the bot in our community. We want a real person to have some real talk, and this is especially important. And the rules mean that we have some basic rule, like you do not harass anyone's, and we got 5 major rules that I think this is only principle. It's not like crazy kind of like asking too much. It's only some like principle that you should really follow. So I think so for the verification zone, this is on for newcomers to check out. And then the second area is about official updates. So this zones is to for us to announce the official updates and information. So I think in this area is basically the contents that we will post it on. So like official link, like announcements, this 2 parts is especially important. I think for announcement, we are more like to announce the progress or milestones we have on the fundraisings. I think they are more like community members recently to ask for some like updates on the fundraising progress. I think from the like like 2 weeks before, we just announced that we are just over 50%, and think for a period of time during the last time and this time, I think we are still progressing. So we will announce some milestones on the progress, on fundraising progress on the announcement area under the official updates. So I think this is the zones that you should take notice to. And of course, MA is about some like announcement about MA, and also the recap, like the YouTube link that we'll post it on after we have the live stream chat with you guys. And for the FAQ, I think it will be something like we collect some frequently asked questions, or we have some like questions and answers that I think interesting or valuable to post it on this area. So I think if you get some like quick questions, you could first check out this area to know more. And the last the kind of like area I would like to especially point out is the monthly report. I think this is for transparency report for you to check out what we have done in every month, and this is actually important. And the last is about products. I think product we got interesting is because like we the management team will write some like our insights toward the industry. I think this kind of insights, it's really helpful because it takes us lots of hours and days to have some internal discussions, and then to have some structure about what we like to talk and what everyone should know about the industry. It could be the Bitcoins, about Bitcoin max, like mining, or it could be about like RWA or tokenizations. All of this is important. So I think this kind of like area is the thing that you should check out on Discord. And next area on the Discord is about chat. I think it's just like what you have on Telegram, and but with some new zones such as industry news. In this channel, like under the chat for industry news, we will share some like interesting or insightful like news that you could share on your social media. I think mostly you'll cover also about Bitcoin mining, RWA, or organizations, or some macroeconomies kind of news that I think is especially important when you are care about the future, the markets of the Bitcoins. So I think for this part, it could go through such like educational contents in this area, and you could share with them with your friends on the social media. So I think uh, those are some update we have on the Discord. So yeah, this is some like like community upgrades we have on the Telegram. I believe you already go through what we have, and I think I'm just elaborate more about in case like someone doesn't know like what kind of function each area is. So the next part is about OG. So yeah, I think we are really honored and we are really happy to eventually have 18 OGs in the first batch. 18 OGs. I think we appreciate your extra support in HAG. I think among the 18 OGs, there are about 17 OGs who pass the 10K investment threshold. And I think we are really impressed with like how active you are in terms of like not only the investment but also the engagements. And I think for engagement part, our management team have some like intensive discussion about like what is the potential candidate to win this OG, and what kind of proof that such person is deserve the OG title. And I think at the end, we have some consensus that Luke is our OG, that is for its he or she's active engagement in the community, because Luke tech initiated in translating our articles and some MA contents and some Q&A, and also they Luke tech initiated in answering the questions in Japanese and also share some Japanese markets insights. So I think we do not ask Luke to do so, and Luke did it by him or her, herself. I think that is really like win our respect. So that's the main reason why we think the OG title for active engagement to should goes to the Luke. So I think we would like to talk more about some like first batch of OG and some reflection we have about the first batch of OGs. So I think back to the Monday this week, I think there are lots of like intensive discussions among the community, whether like like only two OGs left. I think it's too quick, and then there should be at least such amount of time. I think we really appreciate your like real time feedback. I think we do listen and we respect your voices. So that's why, in a Monday night we have some like quick and some intensive internal discussion for the management team to have some like subsequent announcement that we will like prolong the OG time, like 2 days after, will end on the August 9th, 24 p.m. UTC plus 9 time zone. I think we really appreciate your passions. I think I could and we could really feel your actual passion that you really want to claim the OG title in a HAG. So I think we really appreciate that. So again, so I think for this, like for first stage of OG, we really learned the good lessons to make sure that we are transparent enough, and I think we respect your voices enough. So I think for now on, we will make sure that like community members have some like certain amounts or certain degree of involvement. I think this is especially important for us and what we learned from the first batch. So again, we really appreciate from the deep from the bottom of our heart. I think we appreciate that your extra support to become an OG. However, if you are not an OG, we do respect your voices as well because OG also means that only means that you have some extra passions on HAG. But if you are not an OG, you are also an important investor to us as well. So that doesn't make a difference. So like the weight of your voices. So I think yeah, this is about the result of OG. And some members has raised a question that you know if the first batch of OG is closed, does that mean that the progress of fundraising will slow down dramatically? We don't think that is the case because for us, we have some more plan to reach out more community and more investor bases, not only in Japan but also in different countries and regions. We already have like start our collaboration with different community, and I think we also have some like PR plans, some media channels planned, and also we are talking with some like great community with some great resources and power. So I think we got diversified kind of plans to make sure that our fundraising is keep progressing. So I think for your concern about this part, this will not be the concern. I think we will work hard to make sure everything works well and that HAG be known into more people. That is 100% sure. And I think some other people would also like to ask about like why you don't want to be like transparent on on the fundraising progress. I think this is also important questions because HEG first we want to be transparent and also we want to make sure everything is compliant. So I think the reason why we still not have this kind of like real transparent on the fundraising part because we are under discussions and also with some compliance team and with other like experts to make sure that everything is compliant. We don't want to do wrong. So I think First of all, in the short term, we would like to, share the milestones we have during the fundraising progress. I think this is especially important and kind of like unprecedented. I think it never happened before for other projects on the INX to announce in advance before the progress before certain batch is even close or not. I think so. HAG, we for sure want to become transparent, and also we want to be compliant as well. So I think of course, we respect your voices. I think we will bring the good points about more transparency on the fundraising progress. More, I think we will take this into our internal discussions, and then I think we will have some feedbacks afterward. After we think everything is thought and everything is considered thoroughly. So yeah, I think for this question, we really respect your voices. I think this is a good point, and I think we will take into consideration and get it back to you once everything is confirmed. Thank you. So yeah, this is about some OG, the results, and some the concern you might have about whether the progress of the fundraising will stop or not, and also the transparency of fundraising progress. Sorry. So yeah, I think the next things we would like to have you to involved in is we're thinking about to launch our second batch of OG, and I think this is important because when more people know us, when we reach out to different community, maybe there are more people who would like to join the HAG and with the OG titles. So I think this kind of second batch of OG is important, not because only for the not for the the fundraising, but for the people who really love and believe in HAG. I think this is the main reason we think there should be the second batch of OG. So if second batch of OG is kind of planned, I think we would like to hear from you, hear your suggestions, something like what kind of threshold you think it is appropriate for the OGs in the second batch. So I think in the first batch, the investment threshold is 10K. So what do you think about the second batch of OG? Should be higher or should be what kind of designs? Or we would like to hear from you about how long you think will be the duration of the second batch of OG, whether they will be 1 month or 2 months or what, or there's no time duration. There's only some limitations on how much OG could be given out in the second batch. So yeah, I think this is also important. Or the questions what kind of utilities you're looking for. In the first batch of OG, we have four main utility. First is NFT collections, and second is the additional WBTC airdrop, and the third is the revenue, investor meetings between investor OGs and us, and this part is about your reserved seat to a crypto event. So there might be more utilities that you are looking to, and I think thinking of utility, I think I got some tips for you guys because we just sent out our invitation email to all the OGs, like 18 OGs this morning to invite them to the exclusive group. I think more and more OG is accepting the invitations and join the exclusive group on the Telegram. So I think if you're OG and you're listening to this video, please go check out your email, and the email will be the registered email you have on INX. So I think you can check out the email and click the invitation link. And so yeah, I think that we're looking forward to you guys in this exclusive OG. And for the NFT, I think we have some good communication with NFT project team in Japan. I think we will disclose more detail once more thing is confirmed, I think me personally is pretty excited about this because the NFT team in Japan is pretty well known, and they also have the metaverse, and they also have some like top 10 NFT product lines on the OpenSea. I think me personally can wait to share this kind of good news to you guys. So yeah, I think talking back to the second page of OG, I think we would like to hear from you about like more utilities you are looking to. So I think if you are listening to this live chat, please share your opinions about second batch of OG to us. Or if you cannot make it in this live chat, you could leave the suggestion you have about the second batch of OGs on the Telegram or on the Discord. I think we will look carefully and we will consider your suggestions carefully as well. And also, if you have some like any suggestions on on our community in different types, or I think we will also love to, like like how do you think about like fundraisings or anything? So we would like to hear about you. So yeah, I think today this is mainly about the count the what we have for today's MA. I think first we talk about community updates. It's about Telegram and Discord updates. We got different DOMs with different options and functions, sorry. And also we announced that we have 18 OGs in the first batch. And there are 17 OGs that have who passed the 10K investment threshold. And Luke is the OG for the engagement. That's my list. We talk about community enhancements, like we are considered about second batch of OGs, and we are asking for your suggestions about your thoughts on what should have in the second batch of OGs. What is the utilities? How long? What's the durations? And any suggestion you might have on the second batch of OGs. And also, if you have any suggestions to the community to what we have so far, I think feel free to chat on the Discord, on the Telegram, or in the live chat. I think community member, you guys might be shy to share your viewpoints in a live chat, but I think we appreciate that. After this live MA, we will also like to know such suggestions in different channels. So please let us know. Again, one thing I would like notify you guys is that our ambassador and CM program is still open. So I think never hesitate if there's friends or families around you that is appropriate to become our HAG ambassador or community manager. Just scan the QR code on the MAN PDF we sent it before. I think is never hesitate, and I think our CMO Paga he is under review of different resume, and we might have some like interview soon. And we hopefully will have some ambassador and CM on board for HAG to make our community much more comprehensive and complete. So again, I think we would like to appreciate your support and grow with HAG. And I think we take lots of time and effort to make sure everything is good enough. But I think we got space to we still got some space to make it perfect. So that's why we need your suggestions. So I think yeah, this is all for like MA today. I think we would like to keep this kind of MA kind of routines every week, once a week or twice a week, to make sure like what we are doing and what we